Welcome back to Keras Investment, where investments are made simple. Guys, it's an exciting day. We're looking at Plug Power. Guys, we have made a ton of money with Plug Power in the last few months, but whoever that kept holding, we could see that investment came down to a lower than expected. Now, me personally, guys, I always let you know we buy low, we sell high. It really doesn't matter what the market is doing. We stick to the plan. Now, I will be taking you guys through what I think is the next price target. Now, I always let you know before I buy more share, I let you guys know. So just stay tuned and we'll go right into it. Now, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ken, Entrepreneur Investor. Yes, it's the baseball season. Listen, it's almost summer and we want to make sure we are being financially prepared. Now, we're looking at Plug Power right now. We can see, let's go back as high as 6 months back. Now, we all understood when we came into this trade, we let you know, guys, that's in the low 22 to 24. We definitely want to enter the trade, and then we can see that we made a few sells. Okay, we sell above $70 per share. Then we saw there was a pullback that breaks below 60 in the low 58. We went back in and we make a huge trade again to sell at $72 per share. And then we could see back on March 5th when we have that low pullback in the 33, 34, we're able to buy again and was selling in the 46. Now, I've been patient, I've been waiting, and now I will be going back in to make the same kind of play week after week. Now, guys, keep in mind, I'm using strictly from profits. Now, I've made a few buys. If we look back in April 15, when the market pulls below $25 per share, I bought a few shares. I bought up just around 650 shares around that week. And then this morning I went in again and I bought up another 350 shares. So now I'm sitting at 1,000 shares with Plug Power. I am going to continue to rebuild the amount of shares I had and that I have currently compared to what I have previously. Now, keeping in mind, guys, we're still buying from profits. As I said, each time, each week, each month, the market goes lower and lower. I kept buying up more shares of Plug Power. I kept buying more shares of fuel cells, of Luminar, of Tesla. I keep rebalancing and buying a lot more shares in this company because the second wave is definitely coming. Now, please do your research. This is not financial advice. I'm only explaining to you guys what I'm doing. If it makes sense to you guys, definitely you guys can jump on board. Now, if we take a look back, 1 year back, right? Let's just look 1 year back and see the big picture. Now, we all understand that Plug Power was trading very, very cheap back in 2020. I don't expect to see this stop back in the $5, $6 per share, not with the investors that came in, not with the companies that invested billions of dollars in this company. Now, if we look back, say 6 months, we see back in November, we saw that huge rise from the $24. No, I tell everyone at $24 per share, you got to get in. I have an alert set up around that price. And I says, it's up to you guys. Anywhere up in the top you sell, it's definitely up to what you guys believe and what you guys want. There's no right price to sell. It's basically what you guys want and what you guys think is the best price for you. Now let's fast forward back 3 months. We can see back in February, the market starts to change. We start seeing a downtrend from Tesla, from NIO, from even Apple, from Intel, because a lot of things have been shifting. We have seen stocks like, for example, like stocks like Moderna starts to go up, and then we see that technology stock starts to go down. Now, everyone that was watching the market, if you're still holding these positions, this video is not to tell you guys to sell. Definitely hold on to your shares. We will see a bounce back pretty soon than what we think. Now, if we look back in the last month, this is when things get really interested. We look back on March. And March 5th to 8th, there was a huge buying opportunity. And then we look again, the end of March in the 29th, there was more buying power. And then we look again in April, these are buying power. So while people were selling off, I was keep just buying shares as low as I can. Like obviously we can see that the stocks dip in the 22s and 23s, but that's okay for me personally because I'm going long term with this investment. Now, if we look back in the last 10 days, now we see a smaller like sample size. We see that we went down to 26, then we came all the way up. We finally was able to break that $30 per share. Now, the great thing is, guys, I let you know each of these runs, there's no right price to sell. It's really up to you. I don't think um, my strategy work for everyone. Everyone have their own play. But me personally, when I buy a lot of shares, I tend to sell and buy if I'm going long term. Because my goal is to have as much shares as possible and to gain a lot more shares from just profits, right? You have my mindset is that okay, if I go into a trade with say 10,000 or say 50,000, if I'm able to swing that in a short term, I'll take my investment out, I leave my profit in, and I keep doing swings to generate the exact amount of shares as what I had before. So basically, that's my plan. I'm just keep buying shares strictly from profits, and each time it goes up, I make a sell. Each time it drops down, I make a buy. For example, we break $30 per share. I was able to exit and take profit. But then, as we can see, if we look back, the fourth, which is yesterday, we have a down day when we breaks in the low 24s. I was able to get in, and then I was able to make a pretty sweet swings. Like early in the morning, it goes up to as high as 25.40. So I got out just around 25.30. Now, it was a risk, but those were the extra shares that I'm trading because I'm trying to build more shares as I go. Now, if you look back here, right before in the mid part of the day, we see it drops under 24.20. So I got some shares there. Then we can see this morning when it drops again, I got some shares at 24.50. Now we saw it starts to climb up at 25.40, just a small play, nothing really big. Now I am going to hold for the day. I don't think much will happen for tomorrow as well. So I'll definitely hold on to my shares for tomorrow. Next week will be it should be very interesting to see how the stock perform. Now keep in mind, there is the earning report to be released very soon. So we will see what that stem, if that will have a rise in the stock price. Also keep in mind that we do have investors that invested billions of dollars in this company. Now, right now, a lot of analysts are really predicting that this stock could rise anywhere from $35 to $45 per share. I personally think in the next coming months that we will see Plug Power breaking $50 per share. Guys, this is my target. I think Plug Power in the short term, between 3 to 6 months, we should see this stock breaking $50 to $55 per share. Now, if it goes to 60 and 70, that's fine. It has the potential to definitely blow past the price point. But in the short term, between 3 to 6 months, my personal opinion is that I think this stock should break $50 per share, anywhere between $50 and $55 per share. Now, guys, if you like what you just hear, please go ahead, leave a comment, leave a like. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, definitely I encourage you. Please click that subscribe button. If you already subscribed to too many channels that you can't really watch everyone, I understand. I appreciate the love and support. But for those who that are subscribed to this channel, guys, we have made a lot of money together. We have continued to make more money, and let's go for 2021 and hopefully 2022. We'll make a lot more money as well. But guys, we are passionate about making money, and this is why I tell you, we have to go in these trades at the right time. There's no set perfect time. You just have to pick and poise. For example, if you've been trading this stock from when we started trading it, you understand that the price point right now is where we are coming from. Now, if you were in it, say in the $5 and say $10 per share, then definitely it's a no-brainer. You just hold your shares and you don't do anything because you don't want to risk if you sell and then it goes up and then you miss out on opportunities. But if you're coming in from in the 20s, then definitely this is perfect opportunity for you guys. Once it breaks 30, once it breaks $40 per share or 50, is to take profit, wait for a small pullback. Because keep in mind, guys, it's like a rubber band. It's gonna pull down and then it's gonna shoot up. And then once it shoots up, the first thing that will happen is people will sell. And once people starts to sell, the price will drop, and then we'll have the same thing like what we're seeing right now. Now, obviously, there's a few news and a few investigation here and there in terms of compliance. That is still on the go. But in terms of the potential and the growth opportunity, this is a good investment for me personally. I'm still holding my shares. I will be keep buying shares for this week and next week and even the next week after that. As I said, guys, I buy whole shares, I hold it as well. I do options in these trades as well. And then what I do is that I make that cash flow and I turn it into profit. Once I get the profit, I turn it into shares and I hold that for a long time. So if you guys are on this journey, if you like what you just hear, please go ahead, as I said earlier, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace out.